Everyone around you is moving forward. Same age, same starting line. But somehow, their lives started making sense. And yours didn't. They're building something. A career, a family, a clear direction. And you? You're still trying to figure out where you even belong. Days pass, nothing really changes. But inside, something feels off. Not loud, not obvious. Just a quiet feeling that you're falling behind in life. And the strangest part is, you don't talk about it. You show up. You smile. You act like everything is normal. But deep down, there's this constant thought that maybe you're too late, that maybe you missed your time. This video is for those people, the ones who feel lost, the ones who feel stuck, the ones who feel like life moved on without them. Because what you're feeling has a deeper psychology behind it. And today, we're going to explore the psychology of the people who feel left behind in life. Most people who feel left behind don't look like they are struggling. They look normal. They talk normally. They even laugh sometimes. And that's what makes this pain so dangerous, because no one can see it. You go through your day like everyone else. You show up. You respond. You do what you're supposed to do. But inside, something feels off. There's this quiet weight that never really leaves. You see people around you moving forward, building their lives, reaching milestones, and without realizing it, you start comparing. Not loudly, not intentionally, just silently. And that's when it starts to hurt. Because every time someone moves ahead, it feels like you're falling further behind. So you stop talking about it. You don't tell anyone that you feel stuck. You don't say that you feel confused. You don't admit that sometimes you feel like time is slipping away. Instead, you keep it inside. You act like everything is fine. You smile when needed. You play your part. But when you're alone, that silence turns into something heavier. And slowly, you start believing something is wrong with you. That maybe you're the only one who couldn't figure life out. But the truth is, this silent pain is more common than it looks. You don't notice it at first. It starts so quietly. You open your phone and see someone your age getting a better job. Someone buying a new car. Someone traveling, smiling, living what looks like a perfect life. And then, something inside you shifts. You start asking yourself, why am I not there yet? Am I behind everyone else? This is where the trap begins. Because comparison doesn't shout. It whispers. It tells you that you are late, that you are not enough, that everyone else is moving forward, except you. And slowly, it changes how you see your own life. Even your small progress starts feeling useless. Even your achievements stop feeling like achievements. But here is the truth no one tells you. You are not seeing their full story. You are only seeing highlights, not their struggles, not their failures, not their waiting period. Everyone is fighting a battle you know nothing about. But comparison makes you forget your own path. And the worst part? The more you compare, the more you lose focus on your own growth. Until one day you realize you were never behind. You were just looking in the wrong direction. Because life is not a race against others. It was always a journey with yourself. It usually starts in quiet moments. Late at night, when everything slows down. When there is no noise, no distractions, just you and your thoughts. And suddenly, your mind goes back. Back to the decisions you didn't take. The chances you missed. The time you wasted. The words you wish you said, or never said at all. And you start thinking, if I had done things differently, my life would be better now. This is where the loop begins. Regret doesn't just remind you of the past. It pulls you back into it. And the more you think about what you lost, the less you focus on what you still have. Days pass, but your mind stays stuck in old memories. Old mistakes replay again and again like a broken record. And slowly, you start believing that your best chance is already gone. That feeling is dangerous, because regret doesn't just hurt you. It freezes you. It makes you afraid to try again. Afraid to fail again. Afraid to move forward. So you stay stuck in the same place, thinking about a different version of your life, instead of building the one you still can. But here is something important. Your past cannot be changed, but your future is still open. Every person you admire today also has regrets. The difference is, they didn't live inside them. They learned, and they moved. Because regret only has power when you keep feeding it. The moment you decide to move forward, the loop starts breaking. And for the first time, you stop reliving your past. and start rebuilding your life. No one really sees it. You wake up, you go through your day, you talk, you smile, you respond like everything is normal. From the outside, your life looks fine. But inside, it's a completely different story. Inside, there are thoughts you never say out loud, feelings you trained yourself to hide, and pain you got so used to that you stopped recognizing it as pain. And slowly, without noticing, it becomes part of your personality. You don't even realize it, but you start carrying emotional weight everywhere you go. Things people said to you years ago still echo in your mind. Moments where you felt rejected still shape how you see yourself. And situations you never healed from still control how you react today. And the worst part? You start believing this is just who you are. But it's not. It's what life left behind in you, not your identity. Some people carry rejection. Some carry loneliness. Some carry being misunderstood for too long. And some carry the feeling of never being enough, no matter what they achieve. And because nobody can see it, you learn to carry it alone. That's why even small things can feel heavy. A simple tone in someone's voice can hurt more than it should. A small mistake can feel like a disaster. And a normal day can suddenly feel overwhelming for no clear reason. Not because you are weak, but because you are already overloaded inside. And over time, you get really good at hiding it. You learn how to act fine even when you're not. You learn how to smile when your mind is tired. And you learn how to say, "I'm okay," when you are not even close to okay. So good that even the people closest to you have no idea what's happening inside your head. But here's something important you need to understand. Just because you've been carrying it for a long time doesn't mean you have to carry it forever. Emotional damage doesn't heal by ignoring it. It doesn't disappear with time alone. It starts healing when you finally accept it, instead of fighting it silently. Because the moment you say to yourself, "Yes, this affected me," you stop pretending and start understanding. And that understanding is the first step out. Because the emotional damage you carry inside doesn't define your future. It only defines your past. If you let it stay unhealed and unspoken, it doesn't happen all at once. You don't wake up one day and suddenly feel left behind. It builds slowly, over time, through small moments you don't even notice. And then one day, you start changing. Not on the outside, but inside your behavior. You start pulling away from people. Not because you don't care, but because being around others starts to feel uncomfortable. You stop sharing your thoughts, because you feel like no one really understands what you're going through anyway. And slowly, you begin to isolate yourself. But that's just the beginning. You also start avoiding things. Opportunities, challenges, new experiences. Not because you are incapable, but because you start doubting yourself before even trying. Your mind starts saying things like, "What if I fail? What if I am not good enough? What if I end up feeling worse than before?" And without realizing it, fear starts making your decisions for you. You also start comparing silently, even more than before. Every person who is moving forward becomes a reminder of what you think you are not. And instead of motivation, it turns into pressure. Pressure that slowly drains your energy. Even things you once enjoyed don't feel the same anymore. Because your mind is always somewhere else, stuck in thoughts about where you should be in life. And the most dangerous change? You stop trying with full energy. You start doing things halfway. Not because you don't care, but because deep down you are afraid of disappointment. So you tell yourself, "It's okay. I didn't try that hard anyway." But in reality, it's protection. Protection from feeling like you failed again. And over time, this becomes your pattern. Avoid, delay, doubt, disconnect, until your life starts shrinking without you even noticing. But here is the truth you need to hear. Feeling left behind doesn't change your ability. It changes your belief in your ability. And beliefs can be rebuilt. Because you are not stuck because you can't move forward. You are stuck because your mind has started believing that you can't. And the moment you challenge that belief, your behavior starts changing again. One small action at a time, back toward your life. It doesn't always mean something is wrong with your life. Sometimes it's what's happening inside your mind that creates this feeling. Feeling left behind usually doesn't come from one big reason. It comes from small hidden causes that build up over time. One of the biggest reasons is unrealistic timelines. You see people achieving things by a certain age. Job, money, success, relationships. and you start believing that life is supposed to follow the same schedule for everyone. But life doesn't work like that. Another hidden cause is constant exposure to social media. You don't see the full journey of people. You only see their highlights, their best moments, their wins, their success. And your mind compares that highlight reel with your real, everyday life. That comparison quietly creates pressure. Then there's another thing people don't talk about: emotional exhaustion. When life keeps giving you stress, failures, disappointments, you stop having the same energy to try again. And when your energy drops, you start falling behind in your own goals, and then you blame yourself for it. There's also fear. Fear of failing again. Fear of wasting more time. Fear of not being good enough even after trying. So instead of moving forward, you pause. And that pause slowly turns into delay, and delay starts feeling like being left behind. And sometimes, it's not even external. It's your inner voice. That voice that keeps reminding you of your past mistakes, and ignores your present efforts. It makes you feel like nothing is changing, even when small progress is happening. But the truth is this: feeling left behind is not always reality. Sometimes it's a mix of pressure, comparison, fear, and exhaustion, all speaking louder than your actual progress. And when you understand the cause, you stop blaming yourself and start seeing things more clearly. Because you are not as far behind as your mind tells you. You are just overwhelmed by the way you're looking at your life. There comes a point in life when you stop chasing answers outside and start noticing what has been in front of you all along. At first, you think everyone else has figured it out, that they know exactly where they are going, while you are still trying to understand your own path. But slowly, you start realizing something different. Most people are not as ahead as they look. They are also confused. They are also struggling. They are also questioning their choices, just like you. They just don't show it. And this is the first truth that starts to change your mindset. Another truth you realize is, life is not a straight line. There is no perfect timing that everyone follows. No fixed age where success suddenly should happen. Some people start early and fail later. Some start late and grow faster than expected. And some take longer, but build something stronger. It's not a race, it never was. Then you begin to understand something even deeper. Most of your suffering didn't come from your reality, it came from your expectations. The pressure to be somewhere by now. The pressure to not fall behind. The pressure to match people who are living completely different lives. And when those expectations start breaking, reality doesn't feel as heavy anymore. You also realize that your past decisions, no matter how wrong they feel now, were made with the mindset you had at that time. You didn't know better then, but you are learning now. And that changes everything. Because growth is not about never getting lost. It's about slowly finding your way back. And the final truth? You were never as behind as you thought. You were just in a phase where everything felt unclear. And clarity takes time. But once you start seeing life without comparison, you begin to see your own progress again. And that is where everything starts to shift. There is a moment in life when something quietly starts changing inside you. Not suddenly, not in a big way, but slowly, your perspective begins to shift. The pain is still there. The regrets are still there. And the feeling of being behind is still there. But something inside you stops reacting the same way. You start realizing you are not your thoughts. You are the one noticing them. And that small awareness creates distance between you and your pain. Then comes another shift. You get tired of feeling stuck all the time. Tired of overthinking the same things. Tired of comparing your life with people who are living completely different journeys. And that tiredness becomes a turning point, because it pushes you to start again, even in small ways. You reply to a message you were avoiding. You take a small step you kept delaying. You try again, even if you are unsure. Not perfectly, but still moving. You also begin to protect your mind. Less comparison, less noise, more space to think clearly. And slowly, things start to feel lighter. But the biggest change is this: you stop waiting to feel ready. Because you realize life doesn't change when you feel ready, it changes when you start anyway. And with each small step, you begin taking your life back. Not all at once, but piece by piece, until you realize you are moving again. There comes a moment when you finally stop fighting your past. Not because everything is fixed, but because you start accepting where you are. And in that acceptance, something quiet happens. You realize you are still here, still breathing, still capable of changing your direction. And that means it's not over. It was never over. For a long time you believed you were behind, that you wasted too much time, that other people moved ahead while you stayed stuck. But life doesn't work like a single deadline. You are not running out of chances. You are just starting from where you are. And that changes everything. Because now, you stop looking at your life as a failure and start seeing it as something unfinished. Something that can still be built. Not perfectly, but honestly. And the strange part is, the moment you stop judging yourself so harshly, your mind becomes a little quieter. You start thinking more clearly. You start acting a little more calmly. You start trying again without needing everything to be perfect first. And those small actions, they matter more than you think. A small step today, a better choice tomorrow, a slightly stronger mindset next week. That's how change actually happens. Not all at once, but quietly, over time. And slowly, you begin to understand something powerful. Your life was never ruined. It was just paused in certain moments. And pauses are not endings. They are just spaces where new beginnings start forming without you even noticing. So if you are watching this and feeling like you are late, listen carefully. You are not too late. You are just at the beginning of a quieter chapter. One where you stop comparing and start rebuilding at your own pace. If you are still feeling behind in life, remember this one thing. You are not late. You are just moving on your own timing. Most of the pain you feel is not because you are failing, but because you are constantly comparing your behind the scenes with someone else's highlight. And that comparison slowly steals your peace without you even realizing it. But your journey was never meant to look like others. Some people reach things early, some take longer, and some rebuild their entire life from scratch when no one is watching. All of it is still progress, even if it doesn't feel like it right now. So instead of asking, why am I not there yet? Start asking, am I at least moving forward? Because even the smallest steps still count. Even slow progress is still progress. And the truth is, most people you think are ahead are also fighting their own silent battles. You are just not seeing them. So don't give up on yourself just because your timeline looks different. Because one day, when things finally start making sense, you will look back and realize you were never stuck. You were just growing quietly, becoming stronger in ways you couldn't see at that time.